Life on the bench continues. So got my gloves on, and it's just stopped. It was snowing this morning, and it stopped. So it's quite mild this morning. The sky is quite clear, and the moon is out. So is everybody happy? Let me hear you saying amen, as they used to say. Right, let's crack on with the old paper roonies. So I managed to see a friend of mine who's actually who I normally drop the papers off with. So I've heard Donald Trump's been a naughty boy. So there you go. Right, a close up on the date, which is the old Friday, January. I think it's the 8th. So yeah, so Donald Trump has been a naughty boy. Lock him up, people say. So doesn't sort anything out, does it, by locking people up? You have to earn their trust and mistakes by working in the community. Community justice. Going back to the actual neighbourhood that you vandalised. We come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. So a lot of footballers are getting positive results of corona, which is not good. So the idea is, when we're actually saying, when is it going to end? But we're trying to keep control of the virus by locking everybody up. It's called lockdown. It's locked down for a reason, boys and girls, to stay safe, out of harm's way. But there are still stupid idiots who actually break the law. And then I heard about this police officer gaining entry without a warrant, and then arresting the young lady in question, who's actually saying, "Why are you coming into my property? Don't let them in the first place." So Mark, my mate Mark has sent me a video of that. Well, he's posted it on his Facebook page, so I've had a little look. It's quite disturbing. What people do. And then this 92-year-old who gets arrested for supporting somebody on the front line. And then this woman, this police officer's there going, come on, we'll take you inside, and you can sit down and we'll make you a cup of coffee. I thought, how do they know he likes coffee? He might like a cup of tea, or a bit of whiskey, or brandy. Never mind. So I noticed more and more pictures of James, who's up and around this area now. So people are getting out, sticking it on lampposts, door frames, anything that it'll stick to. So I would like to get a poster, a little picture of James on the bench. So at least when people sit down, they go, missing man, last seen, 22nd of December 2020 at 11 p.m. How do they know it's 11 p.m? Well, there's a CCTV video of him walking past, the street he lives. So if you were walking around the park this morning, you'll actually see some pictures of James floating around. So as you're walking into the park, not actually in the park, there's nothing in the park, It's just the outskirts of the park. You see pictures of James. So shout out to Emma, you're doing a great job. And more people are actually looking around. There is a slight possibility that he's walked to Wales, so I'm not too sure. So all being well, he's found ASAP. Anybody floating around this morning, so it's quite quiet. So I don't know if all the dog walkers have already been out. So I'm risking it for Little Biscuit by coming out a little bit later than advertised. Normally try and get here for 8 o'clock, but I think it's now about 20 past 8. Yeah, so if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. So I'm getting a few more subscribers to the actual YouTube channel. Live on Facebook and YouTube. But I'm not really interested in getting subscriptions. I'm more about getting the word out that it's been a very hard and difficult 10 months. So, as you know, season 10 of Life on the Bench, which is month 10 in coronavirus language. Since we started in March the 16th, getting a few more followers, more and more people are actually tuning in. So as you know, it's Life on the Bench, and it's pre-recorded, almost live, and I use a little software called Restream, which streams to Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. So there is possibilities of extending, but it means at a cost. So 3 is enough, I think. 3, as I say, 2 is company, and then 3 is a crowd. So I look towards getting a crowd. So I had a chance of getting 2 extra points this morning on Costa, but because I'm not that inclined to actually say, if you're not using that point, mate, I'll take it off your hands. So I usually find the usual suspects or the usual crew at the garage and looking out for me anyway. So yeah, I don't with points, but they always get the regulars, regulars, not the large. So by the time I got my gloves off, got my iPads switched on, that chance of getting extra points has gone. Mine's thinking now. Tick, 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 tick. So there's a nice post from, what's her name? Liz Greenhouse, who's actually in Romania, who's hoping to come over for Christmas, but the UK stopped their flight. So she's hoping to come down at a later date. So she posted something about taking a trip to Iceland, and then the following month a trip to Asda, and then month after that a trip to Tesco. And then, because I'm thinking the penny's dropped, because I'm thinking it's a visit to local supermarkets after lockdown. So I'm thinking, hold on, what about Sainsbury's? Lol. Yeah. And then she said, right, the month after that then. And then I put a comment, make sure it's all nice and clean for your visit. Anyway, swiftly moving on. I get a lot of emails from my dad, which I've unfortunately now stopped replying to, because there's no point for me to reply, because I don't get a reply. I don't get a reply from the reply. So I came across a documentary about the old King James, as the old scholars would call it, the AV, the original text from the original Greek. So I sent him that. So hopefully I'll get a reply from that. So I think he's doesn't understand the way of linking people to YouTube posts. So, because on YouTube now it says share, so you click on copy, and then you send that link to somebody you know. So Ralph from Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, he was being interviewed over in America from Jimmy Farrell, which he was quite funny. So tried to tune in and watch him from time to time. So sent Louise Cooper, who was going to marry my mate Tony Withers, but unfortunately he could not produce kids. So anyway, I'm not going to go into detail, but at the end of the day I sent her the link, and then she says, thanks very much, I've already seen it. So I thought, fair enough, cool, appreciate it. I mean, I'm glad you saw it. And then I was going to say, I've already seen season 3 of Cobra Kai. Now I'm waiting for season 4. So, the things you can do with the internet, the things you can find on the internet. So you can actually have a TV series and have a binge on, you know what I mean? So like people are waiting for it to come on Netflix. I can go to a certain channel, find the actual program that they're talking about, and watch the whole season in one go, because they're always behind. So the next one I'm looking forward to is the next episode of Magnum PI. So it's there in season 3 now, and I'm looking forward to episode 4. So it's based on the original TV series, and it's still got the same original theme tune, and a reconstruction of the same helicopter. So the only change is Higgins is a woman. Quite nice too. Hint, hint, wink, wink. For all those men who like a good character of the female species, which is almost as deadly as, I mean, female of the species is more deadly than the male. A bit of a song from the 90s there. Or is it the zeros? Is it the 200s? 74, 75. Yeah, so slowly coming towards my, not century, is it? Or half century. Got another couple of months yet. So I've also got another £40 to find. £40 minus £6.99. Looks like Warrington Borough Council are actually taking the actual bill down from the previous year as well, because unfortunately I was hit by a bit of a financial difficulty streak. So everybody's getting paid that extra 50 quid. Keep everybody happy. Stop people knocking on my door. The only person who actually physically knocks on my door now is the actual window cleaner. There's a beep. Right, there's a message from the boss, so which I'm going to read in a bit. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and next time I'll be here will be Sunday morning. So hopefully, my credit card's topped up, ready to go, powered up, and paid back what I owed. Because I'm thinking, right, because there was an incident where they took cash out of my account and I did not see a refund. So I thought two can play that game. So instead of me phoning them, they were trying to phone me. So I'm back in credit now with them, and looking forward to a credit check and an increase in credit limit. So all being well, fingers crossed. Um, Give it another couple of months, and then credit score will go back up, and then I can apply for extra credit via credit cards, not loans. So I'm just paid off a little one now. Got about £83 and 50 pence left. So more to clear now until payday. And then I'll pay again, and then boom, right. Then reconsider. But the problem is, this little loan that I've got doesn't appear on my credit score, which is quite bizarre. And the guy who actually sold me the loan in the first place said it'll appear on your credit score. I thought nothing there. So waiting for another bill to go out now for 33p, no £33 from Vodafone, because they tried to take it out the day before I got universal credits. So I've kept back 33 quid for that bill. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing, and if you got any luck, in the middle for romancing. Remember that one? Classic one from the I don't know when it was. So love you and leave you at 17 minutes past 17, and I've come up to 18 minutes. So I'm going to turn it off now and take my glove off and read the actual message from my boss. So see you guys Sunday, and keep looking out for them posters. We need more posters. I was going to get a poster for my window, so I'm looking out for something like that, and then want to try and put one on the bench at some point. I've got a printer, just need to fire it up, print it off, and then, because I need Wi-Fi to connect to actually use it. So I've got it connected to a Wi-Fi system, but there's no credit on it. But I don't need credit to print something off, do I? Anyway, love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Bless you guys. Adios.